Good morning, guys. Okay, so I'm looking kind of rough here because I guess it's kind of early in the morning still. It's only like 7 a.m. I'm dog sitting right now, so as you can hear. So they woke up and had to pee this morning, so I've been up since like 6 a.m. editing, just getting a bunch of stuff done. But I don't know when else I'm gonna film this video, so I just want to get it done now before I have to go to work. And my face is probably, it's not that shiny, but I just washed my face, so I was like, if you see like shine, I'm not sweating. I just washed my face and have a bunch of stuff on it right now. All right, so this is the Snapchat Q&A. This is like one of my favorite things to do. I love doing this because it's cool to see your guys' faces, and I like Q&As in general because I mean it's cool for you guys to be able to ask specific questions that you want me to answer. But anyway, I'm gonna stop talking and just get right into it. So the first question.
Taylor, my name is LACEY. I am from Vancouver, Canada. I am 19 years old and I took like a gap year. Now it's almost 2019 and I still haven't enrolled in college yet because I am such a people pleaser and there's so many people around me that have so many, I guess, opinions of what I should be. I haven't enrolled in college yet because I'm so scared of disappointing them, not pleasing them. So I'm just wondering if you ever went through that and if you have any advice.
I didn't have quite the same scenario. I dropped out of college instead of me going to college. I guess people didn't have opinions about what I should be per se, but people had opinions about I shouldn't drop out of college, even though I felt like it was the best decision for me, which it's been fine. I would be in the same place right now, except I'd be thousands of dollars in debt, and I'm not. So I think I won there. You just have to know like what's best for you and just make the decision for yourself, because regardless if you do what they want or not, people are still gonna have stuff to say about it. So you might as well do what you want, what you're passionate about, and what you love. There's always gonna be people that disagree. You just gotta ignore them.
Hey Taylor, so my question for you is, on a scale from 1 to 10, how stressful was the wedding planning? Hey Taylor.
Gosh, was or is? I'm still planning it, so it's still stressful. It's more stressful just because of everything else I have going on in life right now. It's just crunch time for so many things for me. Like the business is about to open and I'm planning a wedding at the same time and moving, and everything's happening at one time, so it's like really stressful. But like I definitely feel better when I let people help me, so it's hard for me to let them do that because like I want things done a certain way. You're gonna drive yourself crazy if you don't let anyone help you. Definitely let people help you. It's kind of gonna be as stressful as you let it be. Just try to stay organized, and that's gonna be your best bet.
Hi Taylor, how are you? This is my dog Rocky. It's his birthday today.
Oh.
My question is, what is your favorite part about your life? Like people, aspects, your job, anything.
That's a really good question. Man, I would say the favorite part about my life is I feel like I get a lot of really unique opportunities, and I also think you get a lot of opportunities when you put yourself out there. I feel like there's always like really interesting stuff happening in my life because I put myself in weird situations. I get like a lot of cool opportunities, so I love like trying new things, and I love supporting people's businesses or trying their products or going on trips and meeting new people. I just like love new things. I just feel like I have a lot of really cool opportunities that come my way, and I think they keep coming my way because I keep saying yes, so I love that.
Do you and Garrett want children? And if so, how many?
7. I'm just kidding. We want kids, but I don't know. Our number we usually say is like 4, but also like we could start having kids and want less or want more, so I have no idea. Probably like 3 to 4. I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
Hi Tay, currently on my way to work. Beautiful day.
She's so cute.
Do you find it crazy that subscribers and followers think that they vibe with you like just from seeing a video, or do you vibe back with people? Also, just background context to my question about people vibing with you. I straight away thought I vibed with you because we both have a coffee caravan startup business, and our partners are both kind of into real estate, obsessed. I don't know what you call it, but they enjoy real estate.
I love your accent, first of all. Yeah, I mean, I think The internet has brought me a lot of really cool people. 95% of the people I've met like through the internet have been like super, super cool, and I would have never met them if I hadn't put myself out there, and vice versa. Like the fact that you guys engage with me and I get to engage back with you, like this kind of stuff. I love seeing your guys' faces. I think it's super cool, and it just makes it like more real, because I think a lot of people will say like internet relationships aren't real, and I'm not talking about dating, because I mean that's a whole nother sketchy story, but just like meeting new people and talking to people online, as long as you're not putting yourself in a dangerous situation. I think it's super cool that like a click of a button you can connect with people across the world. Blows my mind. It's pretty crazy that you can reach people across the world. And yeah, I do feel like a lot of you, I'm like, man, we would be such good friends if I could just hang out with you, but most of you aren't from my town.
Hi, sorry I look like this right now. I get dressed, but what do you miss most about like when you lived in Wisconsin? Because I live in Wisconsin. I love it, you know. Cool.
The cheese, 100% the cheese. Like the cheese is just not the same in Washington. It's not the same in any other state, but Wisconsin, it's so good. I just love the cheese.
Hey girl, what is up?
I love the zoom in.
I was gonna ask you, with your like detox thing, is it difficult? Like, do you just want to strangle yourself some days?
No.
'Cause I want to start. I mean, I want to, but I mean, I don't know if I could give up. You know, coffee and snacks. But I am from Washington, like the actual battleground area, and now I live in Wisconsin. And funny thing, you used to live in Wisconsin, now you live in Washington. Frickin' who knew?
She's funny. What was your question? Oh, the cleanse? No, I mean, it's like anything. If you go off of something, it's gonna be hard, you're gonna have cravings, but after, honestly, it takes like maybe 2-3 days, you kind of like your cravings just go away. You just have to be mentally strong for a few days, and it's not like you're giving it up forever. Like I just had coffee this morning because the main thing for me was I wanted to get rid of my need for coffee. Like I don't want to be reliant on it, I just want to enjoy it, you know. I definitely go on a downhill slope where I'll have one coffee and then like eventually I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to have coffee by 9 a.m. or I have a headache, like a really bad headache, or I have to have like 3 coffees a day or I have a headache. So I wanted to like get rid of that caffeine addiction per se and just be able to enjoy coffee for what it is and not feel like I need to have it. So you can definitely reintroduce things after the 30 days, but that's kind of the whole point, is to reset your body, to figure out like what messes with your body and what you shouldn't be having, because everyone's body is different. Someone said, if you could live anywhere, where would you live? Washington. I really like Washington. It just feels like home to me. If I was living somewhere short term, I really want to go to Australia. I think I would love it there, or New Zealand, or man, South Africa. I don't know, all those places I think would be super cool. But as far as somewhere like being my home, I really love Washington. I think that Washington just has like the best of everything. Like it's so mild, we don't have like crazy poisonous like animals, we don't have like extreme weather, we have really good coffee. There's just a lot of things I love about it. We have the beach, we have mountains, we have cold weather, we have warm weather. It's just great. I love it. Someone said, kids, when would you be friends with one of your subscribers? 2 different questions. So kids, yes, kids in a long time. We don't want to have kids for a while. We want kids, but especially with starting our businesses, like he still has another year of school to finish out, and I really want to make sure like Salted Road has a good foundation and I know what I'm doing, and he wants to make sure like real estate has a good foundation, so financially, and also just so we don't like lose our minds. I don't want to have to figure out a newborn at the same time that we're figuring out our businesses. I'd rather have some kind of rhythm before we introduce that. So we plan on waiting a few years, but also it's like, if God has different plans, I guess we'll find out. You can't really plan that. So someone asked me what I studied in college, and I actually was going for business, but I ended up dropping out after a semester. I'm not telling you to drop out. I'm not against school. I just think it wasn't for me because I wanted to open my own business in an industry I already had experience in, because I started working in coffee when I was 16. So I felt like I wasn't gonna learn much different from school, because my dad was willing to teach me. My dad's a CFO for a company, and so he was willing to teach me like the behind the scenes business stuff and financials and all of that. Otherwise I would have kept going to school, but I was like, I have this basically free teacher in my dad and he's willing to teach me, so that's why I dropped out. So I wouldn't just suggest dropping out if you don't have a plan B. If you have another way to learn what you need to learn, then like do that, because you can save money. This girl said, what advice would you give to someone starting a YouTube channel? I would say just be yourself and like don't do it for the wrong reasons. I definitely, like, I did it for a year and a half before I even started getting paid, and a lot of people start it because they're like, they want like a side income. You don't make very much money unless you're super regular with it, or if you like you have a ton of views and everything on your videos. It's kind of hard, so you have to really enjoy it, and if you enjoy it, then that's great. Then just be yourself, because holy cow, you're gonna get a lot of haters. Maybe not in the beginning, because it's probably gonna be all your friends and family, but I get so many nasty comments like every day, and definitely the more that I get them, the harder or the tougher my skin gets. So I don't take them as personally, but in the beginning it was kind of hard. Like, I would be like, oh man, I'd get so mad whenever someone would say something, but just don't reply, just ignore it, and you'll forget about it in like 5 minutes, so it's okay. This girl said, I'm not supposed to be on my phone in class, but what are you most excited about for Salted Road? I'm just excited to do what I love. Like, I have a good job right now, and it's good, but it's not like my passion per se, and I just have been working on Salted Road for so many years that I'm so excited for it to finally be here and me to finally get to do it, because it's just been in my head for this whole time. So I'm just excited that I get to like actually do it and like make it my own. And that's the best thing about having your own business, is you get to decide how you want to run things and how you want to do things. You can change things all the time, and I'm just like looking forward to that freedom. It's gonna be awesome, and it's gonna be super fun. She said, what color are your bridesmaid dresses for the wedding? They're like a dark burgundy. I'm not gonna show you what they look like, but our colors are pretty neutral, and then we have a dark burgundy because it's just pretty. I love it. I actually wanted black, but everyone told me that was boring, so the only color I was willing to do was like a really dark color. She said, what are some of your Christmas traditions? Also, I'm one of her favorite YouTubers. Thanks, that's so humbling. Well, some of my family traditions, I'm trying to think about like how I could describe. We do a bunch of like random stuff, but like a newer tradition that we started doing when we were little, we obviously would like open all our presents. We do Christmas Eve service at our church, and then we have people over every Christmas Eve, and it's super fun. We play games and lots of really good food. And then on Christmas morning, we read the Christmas story, we make some breakfast, and we open our presents. And then when we were little, we would play with our presents, but now that we're older, we don't have like toys or anything, so we just go to a movie. I don't know what movie we're gonna go to this year. I guess it depends on what's out, but that's what we do for Christmas. She said, what is your advice on how to avoid procrastinating? I don't know, I'm not much of a procrastinator. I kind of was in high school, but now I'm not, simply because I know if I procrastinate, it stresses me out. I don't really know how to describe how not to procrastinate. Basically, you just have to think about how you're gonna feel if you don't, and how you're gonna feel if you do. So if you do procrastinate, it's gonna stress you out, and you're gonna be losing your mind, and like, it's just gonna feel chaotic. But like, if you get homework or you have a task you have to do, whatever, like if you chip away at it little by little until the point that it's due, or if you just get it done the first day, then you can relax the rest of the time. I don't know how to describe it other than that. She said, if you could only have one coffee drink for the rest of your life, what would it be? Hers would be cold brew. I do love cold brew. I probably would just say cold brew too. I love honey and cinnamon and coffee, but I'd probably just say like a cold brew with cream or some kind of almond milk. Like, just simple, but it just never gets old. I love it. Okay, so I'm actually gonna keep this pretty short and just end the video there. Something really sucky about the Snapchat Q&A is when you have your account on private and then turn it on to public. Sometimes some of the videos don't come in, because I know some of you said that you sent one in and I didn't get it, and I've been waiting for like probably 20 minutes, like refreshing, and they won't load. So the ones that loaded, thank you for sending in your questions, and the other ones, I'm sorry I didn't get to see them, but I'm just gonna keep this video short and sweet, so we can do another one sometime. But your videos aren't loading, I don't know what else to do. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.